and I can, if you want me to, if we want to discuss this in greater detail.
Just make sure it's about the Airbnbs, but right now there's no limitation on restriction to limit Airbnb use as a private resident chooses to use it. So we're talking about lobbying, you're talking about lobbying efforts to build that restriction. And I just want to make sure that Ms. Bugs have her answer,
Ms. Bugs and I have been working on this for a number of years. So the issue is that you have a bad actor that doesn't live in the building, that has a business on the first floor that is legally, that is operating in bad faith, and that has done a lot of inappropriate instruction, other things, air quality issues, and fines, harassment, intimidation, and they've also made themselves ahead of the HOA. They don't actually live there.
Right.
That's
right.
the issue.
So the reason I was just asking, because I know Ms. Bugs, I know, in terms of just understanding the issue more, I just think it's important for us, and I'll talk to you about it, just to have a reasonable timeline of what that looks like, because I really truly don't want you to think that our silence is a consent in any space, or that we agree to what's happening, but there is truly, it seems like there's some multiple timelines that we really need to think about.
Yes.
So I think, thank you for that.
Thank you, CM Combs, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Ms. Williams, please proceed with your 2 minutes.
Good afternoon, council members. I'm Shirley Williams. Today I have 2 quick issues. One is, first of all, I just want to thank you and your staff member, Frank Haywood, for expediting the proclamation for one of your residents that was a World War II decorated Navy veteran who passed away at the age of 98. Thank you for that. And his name was Albert Baker Sr., a decorated Navy veteran. The second thing I want to bring to your attention is what was brought up earlier about a gas station that's illegally being built at 3397 Greenbrier Parkway, which is in gross violation of Greenbrier SBI 20. Here we are in 2025, 3 years after the SBI was passed. How could this gross error have even happened in the first place? When you came for the on-camera interview with Angelique Parker, falsified, I mentioned that another shop worked on it because there was one done initially, back in March. And then they were allowed to continue to build. But I mentioned that the stop work order needed to be done right away because the current violations of erosion and dust control on that site. A couple of days later, I emailed a request for a stop work order. What is the current status, because we haven't heard anything, and can you give